Gonna be a hot one in the city today. Welcome back to BT 3 Wide here on the couch. Great to see you. We are entering day 4 of the LCBO strike. More than 9,000 work. This happened, Mayor, while you were gone
I'm
too.
like, tell me more. Yeah.
More than 9,000 workers off the job. Negotiations at last check in a standstill. Pardon me. The biggest issue right now is ready-to-drink cocktails available in convenience stores and big box grocery stores. Employees are not a fan of that. The LCBO will open 5 stores exclusively for bars and restaurants starting July the 10th. But based on some of the quotes that are circulating from bar and restaurant owners here in town, they are a little skeptical as to how efficient these deliveries could be, considering this is the first time this has ever happened, let alone in peak summer season. Caryn, we're going to have an update coming up at 8 o'clock here. Who are you going to be speaking to?
Yeah, we're going to be speaking to OPSU's bargaining chair, Colleen McLeod. At last check, when we heard about this contingency plan for bars and restaurants, the union had said it knew nothing of it. They're not sure what their picketing plan will be when those 5 locations do reopen on July 10th exclusively for bars and restaurants, so we'll definitely ask her about that. But at this point, they said it would be chaos because it would be crossing the picket line for them.
Again, the plan here is for 2 weeks to be shut down, regardless of what happens with the talks. That was the threat. I don't know what other word to use here from the LCBO. And the union said, dare ya, double dog dare ya, and we're here now. Your take on this, Mayor? We're here in the throes of July. This is peak LCBO season.
Totally.
So to speak, aside from the holidays, obviously.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm just playing catch up here because before I left on vacation to the land of Irish whiskey, so on a personal front, I'm good to go a little dry for the next little bit. But you know, it was in talks. But the general thought was like, oh, I don't think this is going to happen. I think they're going to be able to come to some sort of agreement. And the fact that they haven't, I mean, it really is historic. And I do think about those restaurants in a big way.
Oh, yeah.
And how that will play out, especially in this summer season, this patio season. This has been a tough go the past few years for a lot of restaurants in Toronto. And for them to be able to make that work, I do really think about that. But the fact is, I mean, over 70% of the workers, the LCBO, are casual in terms of benefits. And that's a tough go for them. So I think you got to make your point. They're making it. If they're going to make one, this is the time to do it. I mean, we had Canada Day long weekend, right? And then here we go.
Just back to your point about the bars and restaurants hurting, like earlier this year, they had to pay back those pandemic loans. And at the time, a lot of them said they had to sell off assets just to be able to pay the government back that money. So they are hurting. What should be peak patio season, they want to make sure that they get their deliveries. But at the same time, it is the workers' right to go on the picket lines and to strike.
The more this goes on here, I do think about what this is going to do for the non-alcoholic industry, which has been growing by leaps and bounds year over year. Like you never know what this is going to do. People are going to go, wait a second, let me try something a little different. Maybe I don't have to do A. Maybe B, C, and D are great too, and you can get those at a wide variety of places as well.
What C is in cannabis?
Like I said, wide variety of places to go for that. But the hospitality, like politically, the hospitality industry, if they don't like how this plays out, oh, doctor, look out. And that's when the Ford government's going to really maybe start to feel it a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I mean, the point is very valid here. Our hospitality industry has been through enough. Let's hope this is smooth, but we'll see. 2 weeks is a long time, especially in politics and apparently in liquor sales. Full update on what's going on here with Caryn coming up at 8 o'clock. News update straight ahead. Also coming up here on BT, one of the biggest action sports events is here, believe it or not, in the GTA. And at 7:40, we're going to learn all about it and how you can see it for yourself. It's extreme. That's coming up. You're watching BT. Good morning.
Are you doing that one?